Doucecroft School is an independent residential school for children with autistic spectrum conditions. It is owned and managed by Autism Anglia. We take young people who have a diagnosis of autism and usually have an education history of multiple school placements, long periods out of school, and who have been unable to access learning.
My favourite activity is maths.
The staff mostly, because whenever something's bothering you, you can always talk to them.
The staff and students are friendly and they really help with some extreme cases of autism, some more than others, and they try and get us to mature age so we can leave the school and live healthy lives, and I will ever be grateful for that.
It's quite a nice and special school, really, because it's the first school I've actually stayed at. For once, yes.
What happened in your other schools?
Oh, terrible. I went to 2 schools and I didn't even finish it.
Academically wise, it's because Tony he was unable to concentrate because he wasn't in the correct environment for him. And the sensory processing, which is one of his traits to do with the autism, they have sensory rooms here which really help Tony concentrate. So he goes in the sensory room, comes into his classroom and is able to continue with some of the worksheets and work asked of him to do so. And the sport is incredible here. He goes on trips, he's in the pentathlon team, in the football team. He comes home with medals and certificates for that, and swimming, he's in the swimming pentathlon.
Charlie had been in mainstream, which didn't work. He was out of school for 3 years in total, with no education at all at home. He found school really, really difficult. Once we were given a place, Charlie started on a part-time timetable for 2 weeks. At the end of 2 weeks, he actually asked to come full-time at school. And he's made really good progress since he's been here. He has a sense of belonging now, and he has friends, which is really, really important to us. For him, and he enjoys school now. The difference in him is amazing.
Typical day at Doucecroft School. There isn't a typical day really. The guys come in from the taxis. Sometimes we may have boarders that make that transition from boarding. We'll go through their visual timetables or written timetables depending upon their understanding and their level, and they'll hit the ground running. Most students have different timetables, so we may have group activities, we may have students that have very individual timetables where they do different subjects in comparison to their peers. We obviously have lunch and we have our afternoon sessions, again, all very scattered, all very different. It can vary to what the day brings, to be fair, and I must admit my boys are pretty good with adapting to change.
So basically what I do is my role starts after they come in from school. Generally they'll come in and they will get changed. We also have life skills at that point as well, where they might be making their bed or doing some hoovering. They'll have a snack. They'll then have their free choice time, which is supported to them through a symbolised timetable. So they'll then make a choice on what they want to do. That can be going to the computer room, going to the sensory room, go-karts, trampoline. After the activity, they'll then have some supper. So if they've done cooking in the day, they'll generally share that with the other students, and so they'll have a biscuit or a cake. We try and encourage healthy eating, so there are points where we'll encourage them to pick fruit. One of the main things we'll do is we'll try and just build their skills, and they can come to us. Usually when a student comes to us, they may have little to no skills. There was a student that's been with us for a while that started off with hand-over-hand support and prompts. He's now independent in that area, so he's gone through all the cycle.
They're very loving and some of them are very caring, and it's to be able to watch them grow and develop every day and to manage their autism in the everyday world. They're fantastic, they're amazing. Autism is very different. Not one child is the same, and I think it's very important that every child is treated differently, and at Doucecroft we adapt to their needs, and they're all individuals, which I think is very important. They have a hard time fitting into society, so being able to support them is really important.
If I said Doucecroft School is, how would you finish that?
It's a very nice school where you get helped
and supported